Hello everyone, welcome back to video number 2. Today we're going to try out something different to me at least. We're introducing myself into the wheeled light vehicles from the French line. We're playing the tier 8 Lynx today on a standard battle in Muravenka. And we've got a pretty good matchup here. We've got a couple other light tanks on the enemy team. Those are of high concern on this situation. Got a decent spawn to be able to get to my desired location. I want to push the bush at E7, see if I can get any early lights on the people trying to make the cross. And the light tanks, maybe we can take one of those out. So I'm loading each HE, expecting to run into a EBR or one of their other light tanks here. And get a sneaky HE shell into them. So this Lynx, it's a good tank, I think. I mean, I think the premium tier 8 French is a little bit better, but it holds its own. Now, the tier 7 on the other hand, the tier 7 French light tank is god awful in my opinion. I did not like it at all. It was just so bad and unenjoyable. This thing on the other hand is good. I like it a lot. So, I'm fairly new to the whole light tank, not really light tank game, but the wheeled light tank game, and it's really changed the game for me. I'll get a nice little jump shot in there. And how I play it and how I think about the game. And I've realized that some of my past knowledge is able to carry over to effectively operating these wheeled fast light tanks. So, we're working the ridge line here. We were able to pick up a kill on their Barask. We're working on their WZ now. And we're able to spot their EBR. On this tank, I've been running Commander's Vision system as well as optics and vents as well. Try and maximize my view range and ability to see people through bushes. And it's been working out fairly well. Looking at the situation on the map right now, I was thinking it's possible we may end up losing the whole west side of the map between the 1 and 3 line. We have a couple pretty decent positioned TDs back there, so maybe they might be able to take care of something. But I'm starting to think about those Biscottis on the D3 hill a little bit more here because they have shots on me. So I'm just keeping that in mind. Just working this ridge line because I'm getting consistent lights on their lights. And just letting it play out. One thing I've learned about this tank and this type of playstyle is you want to be... When you have this much HP, you can get away with being aggressive. But you don't want to be so aggressive. Like, you want, for one, you want to make sure that whatever you light, you have someone that's going to shoot at it. Number 2, you don't want to get like way past your team to the point of no return. Let's see if we get him here. Of course we do. I think that's the second jump shot of the game. Nice. You don't want to get so far past your team that you're not able to have any support and you're not able to get out. Whenever I've been playing this tank, the first thing that always comes to mind is, okay, if I put myself in this position, you know, a minute down the line, how am I going to get out of it, or can I get out of it? And if I can't get out of it, I probably won't put myself in that position. So I feel like this tank and this type of play requires quite a high level of thought. I don't know if I'm going to say really skill, but a high level of thought for sure. Able to get a cheeky shot on the WZ there. He doesn't get one on me. Still keeping HE loaded for this. I guess I'm planning on getting the side here. And that's why I keep HE on. So 344 damage. I mean, that's pretty good. The HE shells on this line seem to do quite a bit of work. I mean, I think their penetration on this is like 90 millimeters. Yeah, it's like 90 and you get 320 out of that. If you hit the side of most 8s, and the sides are rear most 8s, you're going to do a lot of damage. So in this position, I'd say that was somewhat of a risky play, crossing that gap, because we took the 9 and 0 line. They have the 1-2 line. Granted, we're up by a couple tanks. This still shouldn't be an easy push, but I think my play here kind of helps it make it a little bit easier on us. So I'm going to try and take out the CBR while I can. It doesn't look like I'm able to. One thing I'd like to improve on in this type of playstyle is I feel like I'm using auto-aim a little bit too much here. I know I have the ability not to use it, and I could hit my shots, but I guess I'm just playing a little bit too relaxed. Get a nice ammo rack on there. I switched to premium ammo at this time because I figured I'd want to get some damage in, and shooting the fronts of tigers was a possibility there. Premium ammo on this tank gives you a pretty decent amount of pin, 223 on a light tank that's very maneuverable to the point where you can maneuver around their enemy easily. I mean, that's pretty decent. Now we're just trying to fish them out and clean up the rest of the enemies that are left. We've gotten 3 kills at this point, and Udez can't really do anything, I mean, unless he's facing in the 1 degree direction of me. So we're going to prioritize the Udez first, and then we can start to think about that SU first, and then the G-Sor. So the G-Sor, I've been counting his shots. He's pretty much empty now. If he hasn't emptied all of his shells, I know that I can absorb maybe 1 from him if I'm lucky. And now all we have is a full health G-Sor to whittle down, and hopefully we'll be able to take that out. And he's just going to let me farm him here, it looks like here. So this is my 3rd game in the Lynx, and we're able to pick up 2,155 damage and 4,000 spotting. So that's going to make 6,000 combined, which is not too bad for the 3rd game. All right, let's go take out the end plates. So you can see, based off the end plates here, that was a ace tanker on our 3rd game in the tank, and we were also able to pick up a patrol duty. In addition, you see we did something to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We spotted or did something to 10 players on the enemy team. That's pretty decent. As for team score goes, we got 2nd on damage, just behind one of our tier 8 mediums, and we got 1st on XP. So a mastery badge with 1399 XP. As well as shot 17, hit 10, and penetrated 9 of them. Half of those being HE. So we penetrated half of our HE, giving us quite a bit of damage there. Shot a lot of premium, but able to make decent profit. Plus the missions in there would have made profit even with a standard account, which is nice. And decent XP at the end as well. So overall, I kind of like this tank. I seem to be doing well on it. I actually just played my 36th game in the thing, and I marked it. So I think we're on track to maybe 2-mark the thing at least before I move out into the tier 9 version. But I don't think I'm going to get rid of this tank. I'll probably hold on to it. Overall, basically, I'd like to stop using as much auto-aim and be a little bit more precise with my shots, especially whenever I'm 1v1ing light tanks, because they, dodge my shots pretty easily whenever we're in a turning battle. Since this battle, I've gotten a little bit better at that, I believe. Other than that, there was a couple aggressive pokes that I wasn't too happy with, but overall, my poking and the way that I played it was not too shabby, I think. I wasn't terribly aggressive with most of the pokes around the forest, and I was able to play that area rather well, especially with how well my team was doing at the time, too. So, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll put out another one, who knows. But stick around if you want to see Noob get better.